Okay, hello there. Uh, Today, well, I'm going to sketch a bit a new legend from Brazil. I have done some of them in the past here on Twitch, and I will be doing more to start one today, black and white sketch. It will be a more quick one, but I want to get it started because I already had like done some reading for it. But afterwards, I plan to play Elden Ring. You'll see it's already out. I had my duties done today, so I can play it. But yeah, I wanna get this started at the very least, get some ideas out. This was the finish of my Elden Ring fan art. I will eventually find out if there is anything close to this that is on the DLC. And I will try to make part of it, at least my character, make an overlay for my streaming while I do the DLC. And yeah, it's posted on my social medias. There's a link tree in the screen there, and also in my bio you can just find and click on the link. So it's pretty easy to find if you want to check it out, bigger and whatnot. But yeah, this one I'm calling it done, and we will work on Matinda Pereira. Now, she is a Brazilian legend, a witch. I already done a witch before, which I will show here, because why not? I did Kuka before, and it's this one that's gonna be up now. Okay, so yeah, Kuka was another one. She would get kids that were making noise and or were bad at night, and took her to her lair to cook them. Yum yum yum. And she kind of had a crocodile skin or something, so I make her kind of united with her skin with a crocodile skin, just to make her more friendly. So yeah, and like here she's looking for the child under the blanket, and he's hidden in the closet. It's nighttime. Maybe a thunder just strike in or something. We are seeing her face happy, trying to get the child. So only happy things here. And now Matinda Pereira is a witch that she's kind of a owl or a Brazilian bird. There are several versions of her, and several versions of how she attracts people and get them and whatnot. But in general, like, or a bird or herself looking like a bird or owl, which is also a bird, attracts someone outside their house at night. She's making sounds like birds and doesn't stop until someone comes outside, or she will do it all night long. You can choose not to go if you think it's her, but if you go, like, you have to promise something for her to stop. And there is some cases that you can do like a wish for her, but mostly it's like, yeah, she will stop torment you and keep you awake at night if you give her something. It doesn't need to be something horrible, but like coffee or cigarettes, she takes something from you. Something that humans have and she doesn't have that she can consume. And she will go away, and the next day she will come to collect. If you don't, she will do something horrible to you or curse you. And there is that thing like you think you got something for her like coffee or cigarette, and the time she comes, it's hard to find. But yeah, there is some cool like interaction. This one's pretty cool. That she is pretty much bird-like with a head and kind of humans like hands, but she's disposed. Uh, I do want to make a mix, but a little bit different. Also here, she's very her clothes and herself kind of go back. There are some that the birds, which can happen, like the birds is one thing. It goes and torment the people, and then it goes back to her, and she comes to collect the next day. And here, yeah, a little bit bird-like nose, which I do plan to do. But yeah, I want to make like owl and make like a really round eyes and the shape of the face like an owl and our old woman that doesn't look very nice. I think it will be kind of scary. And there is two options. We could make her on a tree tormenting someone, or we could make her coming to collect the next day. From the tree, I think it's the easier to want to make like something cool, something that would be easier, scary, like because you open your door or window and there is like a old woman like bird on the top of your house. It's not something that you would be very happy to see. You think it's a bird because she makes sounds like bird, but then it's this woman on the top of the tree. It's very uncomfortable. So she could be something's hanging. I really want to make like the hands of her kind of open like a wing, and to be representing a wing, so it's kind of, and she being like on the top of the tree and something like it's opening here and some lights comes. Would be really creepy. Like she here would be like the darkest one. There is this here we can make like medium. And really like this part here, we could like just darken to here could be like the sky. There's holes in the tree, but on her face make it really light so we see, and we will see these hands. So her hand will be really big. And really can make these claws like birds on her hand. Make really look dangerous. And have a big contrast. So like this light here, I can make just like the idea, make her much better if we have more of a zoom. And here we can have kind of a silhouette of a, or we could make like someone here on the very foreground. That's looking. I don't know if I wanna make or just her and lights. One better way maybe is like we have her here. I will duplicate this. Let me just merge these two boys here to, why not? Yes, merge these two select guys, and I'll duplicate it. And instead of should be, please brush, thank you. Make a little more. Oh, it does just like Photoshop. Like this, please. I think maybe Keep Studio Paint would do a little bit difference. That's fine. Let me use it to this. Not do what I wish it did. So you can have like even in the dark her owl eyes. It's like super open. And she have this nose. And pointed chin. But like eyebrows. And this one, it's more in light. It's fine. I swear it's gonna look less goofy in the end. But she could be here, she could be smile. Yeah, fine smile. That with a lot of carving, it can look really creepy. And if she is on this side, can make like the goes like this, like this light It's coming. Maybe even a flashlight. Someone here. And then we can have some details of the, it could be a fence here, there could be a scenery, very night sky, and a house here. It's more of a countryside kind of a tale. So there could be hints of a house here that has some lights on. The person is coming out to see what the hell is making that noise, and he's gonna find the witch. And I'm gonna find my dog in just a second because he's going crazy. Just a minute. Well, it's just my neighbors here, like every single day. So that is cause for alarm. My dog just... So he will stop in a moment. So she... have these wings. I'm gonna light here a bit, whatever. Probably be leaves on tree here. I think I probably wanna give her a little more space. So this part that I want to have like some stuff hanging from her, because that's fun. And here you can have this big dark. I'm going to add a little correction layer. Just so things are a little more visible. I'm not gonna light it up so much right now. Just this, because I still wanna do the other one. Okay. So yeah, she will have like here, her hands will be crossing. And looks like not just bird-like, but kind of spread out like wings, like she's pretending, look, it's wings, but no, it's not. And yeah, in the nose, very much like a old nose. So she can attract the person. Okay. Person very. He could like be carrying a gun. Like what the hell is that? Even to like it's a bird, so maybe not. I already have another legends with people with guns. Could be just someone looking out at night. Yeah, there's no need to be light. And yeah, here some fences, very rustic fences. I could even have the fences be big and go all the way here. Be some fine noise in that area. And then here, let probably do very lot of blending, this light. Here, some light of here could be touching the ground. Yes, in the house. Also, don't need to put the door. The top part. Blends with the sky. And yeah, this will give, this goes, start up here and goes down, these leaves on top of our head. And some of the leaves will kind of point to the guy in there. I'll make it look not so obvious. There. Okay. And this branch, make a really crooked branch, because why wouldn't I? Like we can even make it goes like this. Could be fun, this already crooked branch, and we could make her feet, she has like same number of toes that we do, but they are really pointy and big like her hands are. Here we can detail it, but leave it more mysterious. Mysterious is scary. I also think like she could be looking from upwards. Of course, like in the person here, that's a very easy, scary way to do this, I think. It's getting out of the house and see on the top someone, it's like holy hell. So for something scary like this, but I could really focus on her figure really big on this one. I may increase it and like take more. Let me see if I Merge, select the layers again. Something funny happened. Ah, it was fine. Okay. Merge. Oh, I had. Let me just hide this one. I had the old idea there. Merge. Select layers. And then I can do the thing that I want to do. Like, even some of our fingers can be, toes can be down there. And really just let her take a lot. I could also make the perspective. Make this seem more afar. So even if like maybe he's still not fully seeing her. Yeah. And like he can't have another window here, like this one is on, this one is off, like he was sleeping and he just turned on the lights and it's getting out of the house. I can play around with that. So here. Oh yeah, I would of course like fix a lot of the perspective here, make like I can make these fingers really big here and this going there small because we can see this. Increase the, make this eye bigger, but then I will, because it's closer to the camera, but hide a little more as we go forward with the painting. Could even just leave this as a ray here, so we can still can keep some stuff dark. And even this part, because we can just barely get in hint of a face and a finger here, and could be hitting other spots here, but just barely. And yeah, of course these ones I'm lighting here because they're important, but they would be much less, because they would be getting just the curve of the light here. And I could play around with here, yes, like the light is getting actually more of this side of the hand. Not this side. We can have then some fun project shadows that like you get some parts here. I could even play with like leaves on the front of the ray and like get some very subtle holes, not on the claws but at least the face. I can make like you see first her claws and then you see that her face. Probably she will have a smaller eye but round. Never too big eyes, really looking very goofy. I can even make like her eyes hollow. That may be better. And could make a little bit open with some teeth out as she's doing the noise. A bird like noises. Has a big eyebrow. And she has a very pointy face. A very nose like this, like a owl. So she does look more sinister now, I think. And she will have all this old lady characteristics. And we can play with her legs. Could have hints of filters that are coming from it. And just lots of filters here. She's pretending to be a bird. And we have some, I do want like some hanging stripes, something that gives a hint that like she wears some kind of clothes. Yeah. Here's a really good one to have. Darker. Okay. I kinda have this idea here. Now, if I were to make something like she would be in the next day. No. Would be like a morning. Make instead of orange, like make a little bit more orangey, more yellowish, just to not be too of a happy morning. And she would be walking. You know, if I want to, I could make, yes. She actually walking away. Here, and we can see her because I do want to draw her. So if she is big on the canvas, would be better. So we get her really big on the canvas here, and she could be even have a stick, because why not? But she has claws on her hands, and yeah, we would make still like here. And we actually have, instead of like she collecting the thing, she already went and collected whatever she had to collect. And for the fun of it, it didn't go well, so yeah, could be really more down with this. I could leave the sunset right here, just to give her silhouette a big bust, and we see that first. And we go with the gradients going up, and it's still somewhat dark here. And then in this line here, a little bit lower than the medium. I could even like make some of her things out at the canvas. They are really big, and the others are here. Let's see what. This is it's curved, it brings it back to the canvas. And I'll have her face here. And everything else, I could have stuff hanging from her for like curses and whatnot. Could have little skulls is always nice, but I can see other fun things to have it hanging in her clothes, rich stuff. So it could be nice. And then we have this house. You have some empty holes here, and could have someone just tired hanging there, like they cursed the person. Like going into more evil route, I could even like, instead of she has a cane, maybe she doesn't have a cane, and she just have some eyes on her finger. Could be just one. But one of her claws have an eye. So I darken everything here. Let me see if I can light things a bit. Just to make a little bit more visible. I know I'm working in a little bit of a weird setting here. So this would be we have this weird teeth going like this. This be like light. The sun come up, and we could have a little bit here on the eye, and we have this eye, and we have the claws. So could be like the curse was you're never gonna see again. So the curse is simply take his eyes out. So that works. It's a effective curse. Yeah, I probably do this part here a little bigger. I don't want this to be something like, oh yeah, the guy is in there and he is hurt and we can barely see it. So I'll actually do like this. Also don't want it to go to the end of the camera. So I think if we do like this, we can have a chimney. So now we can have just a hint of like there will be some difference in values here. There will be a path maybe. I'll put some stuff on front. And yeah, she did this early in the morning. She didn't wait, so the sun is coming there. I don't know if you want to make like the eye here and connect to the sun, just to be one bubble. Maybe. I will play around with this more 3D if I do this one. Hey Juice. Doing some sketches. Not for too long though. I will do the expansion today, the Elden Ring. But yeah, this one is a bit more done. This one on top. What I was doing Oh yeah, I think I have open. Yeah, this was what I end up with. And lots of places didn't like when I post because they think it was a spoiler. But yeah, I finished like this, and I made some cuts here and make an overlay for when I'm streaming the expansion. I don't know if the yeah, I mean, just the title was like, oh, phase 2, and people, is this a spoiler? But yeah, but I made some Brazilian legends before, and I continued. There is I think 3 I will still wanna do. Before I did this was Other Witch that I did. That's Kuka. She would get children that were awake or misbehave at night, and she looks like a crocodile. Or I use the skin of crocodile, but I did kind of a mix on her. But now I'm doing the Matinda Pereira. That's a witch that she makes bird sounds, or she sends a bird, and it keeps making noises at night until someone comes out, and then they must offer something so she stops tormenting them, or she will continue. If you see her, she will never go away. Her or her bird. There are several versions of the legend. And she takes small things like smoke or coffee for her to give. She just wants some human things that she doesn't have access to. Yeah. Very nice. And she comes the next day to collect. But sometimes when you're gonna give her something, you just don't find it. And if you don't give her nothing, she will curse you. Forever and ever. So my version, like I really like this one that someone made, like kind of a bird like, but I wanted to get like sometimes it's a normal bird or owl. And I think owls are creepier. Like here she has kind of a nose of a bird too. And my version, yeah, I'm gonna, like here I took a little bit as I did, but I want really her nose to look like owl kinda beak, and make her eyes very round like an owl looking. Not very human. I will play around with this a bit when I paint. But yeah, in this first one would be like someone is here with a flashlight. They come out of his house and are lighting her up and find that was not a bird, and she's all so happy that someone come out. And the other one that I'm making here is like it's her in the next day. So she already collected, and the curse was like will be someone here, like kinda with a hand on a pillar and with his head down, like something happened to him. And all her it will be like morning, the sun is coming up, and she has an eye on one of her fingers, so the curse were like, you're never gonna see again. She took his eye, so it's a very effective curse that works. So yeah, I will play around with this one a little more. And here I was making like her fingers are really big to pretend to be wings, like crossed, but they are like claws. Yeah, I end up doing too much of this, so I'm like, this one would be a little more different, let's say, because most people don't draw her when she collects. They draw on this moment, like here she's on the tree, here she's on the tree, here she's passing through. There's others also like her in the tree, in the tree, in the tree. So there's more like this, she walking, more happy, more cartoony. So I don't know. Because it's just really creepy to flash your lights and there is an old lady like on a tree on the top of your house that looked like a bird. Yeah. Oh, hi. So now you owe me something or I'll curse you. No, not what you wanted. Just as you're trying to sleep. But yeah. Imagine who has this idea, like, I just don't want anyone to go out and see what's making noise outside, so make this legend. So here would be a little light. And yeah, in this one we would see more like some props of her witch stuff. There could be like classic, maybe some thieves, color, or some animal bones. And yeah, here would be very careful why there is the sun in there and the claw here. I would really do this slowly to make sure there is a silhouette, but we can still see the hand and the other part. Yeah, he wouldn't be that dark, but I will leave this for now. Just for the idea. We'll put some props here. There could be like a table outside, and it's now the stuff that was on it fall. here. Window could be open because we saw her coming. So one of them is open, the door is here. Yeah. But in either way, she'll be very happy. So that's all that matters. Doesn't need to be happy like Brownie, she could be just really just happy. And her eye could be weirdly close to one another. And I can see if this translates better. This one I actually like the idea of both. Like I would like to do a scene of her already collecting. I don't know if I do both of them, but it's possible. I do one, then I do the other one to kind of close the story. Yeah, the filter would be really bright because of the sun. And this color can be like really thin here to show that she has like really thin neck. Look like she's strong and huge, and even too like there's a bunch of filters. I wanted to look. I do use gradient map. Sometimes I use early in the color or in the end, but normally I do some tests in the end with gradient map. It's a little different on here. Clip Studio Paint. I have kind of to make each time I will try one, I have to duplicate the layer and do another one. On Photoshop it was dynamic, but that's okay. Like the correction gradient map, yeah. But I do have, like, let me see if I can show duplicate layer. I have a lot of them saves. Oh, I think it will do something funny. Let me just select layer and duplicate. Okay. Let me get both of them. But normally my gradients maps are very saturated. Also, let me just, like, to not mess with anything, I just put a in color layer. So I went save it from things I made, and I end up storing a bunch. Lots of them I do the color and then I see like can I reinforce the mood or something, and I go testing. Some desaturation are more okay, lots are really big. Like this is really nice contrast on her face, like the light here. Of course it's like it's a blue on her face and red, and probably would be the warm color could be the light of the flashlight, and the ambience be more blue. So I can revert also, and it's a bit more close, and play around with it. I can take off there's some green here, but something I do like that's kind of a me thing, because it make it look like a bit some old fantasy. It's easier if I want to put this one, and I will. What the hell? Now it created a gradient layer. That didn't happen before. It was transforming the layer that duplicating the gradient map, but now I actually got a gradient map. Okay, so okay. It's so normal even. Okay, color. Thank you. If you didn't say, I would not have. Oh, then everything's good. It's just Photoshop never again. Okay. Yes, I do something like this. Which looks like a mess, like this. And I see this kind of gives everything a color, and it may ruin a lot of things. But I will go testing it, and when I press OK here and send to color, I turn it down a lot. Now this just like 5-10% already makes a difference. It doesn't have that much color here, but I did that on this one, so I will. It's easier to show on a finish. It's gonna be a bit too much because I already have this on. But like this one, I probably left like the red a lot, and this creates a vibrance that helps separate things and flatten things that I want to flat, like I want to make like more moody. And it actually like just needs a little bit, like it's gonna be very more mood than I want, like this, but you can see like he's very red, and here there is more green to it too, and that's kind of the thing, because green normally is between red and blue. There is warm green and cold green, so it's easy to put in stuff and create like more vibration than make like just blue. Sometimes as we go painting, we end up some stuff that just one color. Sometimes I do brushes that already has variation, but sometimes, yeah, like this smoke here now has greens and blues rather than just the blue and red, so create another vibration. It makes it a little more interesting. And yeah, like as you can see here, like really points the part that I put most detail, most contrast, really show like and also show like I was doing something, organize it kind of okay, because this color is here where it's bright, this other is not, and it's the shadow, so everything that's the shadow has a little bit of that color, so helps unify it. All gradients helps unify because it puts on everything, but this puts some vibrance on. But yeah, I just use like 5% or 10 normally. And yeah, lots of old painters would put like some green in the end in some places to just give some notes here and there, and will create some vibration. And I like it. Kinda give a look. But yeah, gradient maps are cool, because even if you finish, like if you also like this mood or this, I don't need to put just that. I can just add it to my painting. Like in traditional, you can put a coat of paint. There's some colors that you can, and that's kind of easy, but more complex, because you can put color in the light and color in the shadow. But yeah, gradient maps are fun. There was some more old pieces that I pretty much was just gradient. I just focused on doing black and white really well, because I just wanted to focus on study form. And just so it was kind of finished, I did some maps. Yeah, and like for if you wanna do just a mud with a mood piece, like there are a lot of people that does that thing. It's really pretty. Mood pieces are really pretty, but normally, like commercially, non-concept art, for concept art there is a lot. You need to be a little more color, mainly to like people can tell that it's this character, it's that place. But yeah, I do a mix of things. I certainly end up doing more moody than the colors of everything has the color is. And sometimes the art director pull my ear because of that. But yeah, I think it gives kinda, it's on my portfolio, so people hire me, they probably like it somewhat. So but yeah, you can play around with a lot of points. In here, I don't really know where the properties is, but I have some brushes. I think this one have. I do sometimes a lot for the rendering part when I want to have more vibrancy also, like idea of more detail than is, because when you paint traditional, every stroke has a lot of detail because the textures of the paper, unless you cover it, but also like the brush is always different, so it creates a little vibration by itself. But there is one that's really obvious. Of course, if I wanna show it, I won't find it. I didn't do the cleanup on the brushes yet, so that's on me. But I think it's this one. It's very different than on Photoshop. Yes, it's this one. So this one, like I don't know if you can see, like it's several tones of red. Like there's red, then more pinkish, more orange comes out. So this can give you like an idea of more of a lot of stuff. Like this is really nice for fur. It's gonna be filters, but or just do some small details. And it has a lot of vibrance. It's also really nice when a part of painting you're just trying to direct and like also say like big brush strokes. It's not something important like the sky. You don't need to look at the sky. It's just but you give some vibrance, probably would make it less for the sky to be more subtle. But it's really fun. I really like these brushes with several. We can change the saturation and the hue. And I didn't look yet where you do that on Clip Studio Paint, but on Photoshop is F5, and you can change it. You can change how much dark or light it can get, and something like the sun I could make like just go into more the light parts, light and mid tones. But here it's somewhere because it's doing it. Okay, I think I found it. I don't know if you're gonna show the screen because it's cutting a lot of things that show in screen. I'm gonna change that back. Because I did put like to not show like when I'm open files and whatnot, to show nothing NDA and whatnot, but I think I can just be careful and actually show these options that yes, yeah, that I'm moving. Yes, there is here hue, saturation, luminosity, blend with subcolor. There is more stuff. There is randomize per stroke, so you can also randomize it. Yeah, it's really nice for some surface or vibrance, and you can always go, if it gets too much, we'll go back to other brush and finish it. And yeah, sometimes on the gradient map, I try to finish the color first. That's normal for client work. I do the gradient first. Like I do the colors of everything, do the gradients, because I then need to approval. But when I'm doing it for myself, I can do whatever order. It's more fun. Also, I can like forget to do that first and end up doing later, because I can just focus on have fun drawing. And yeah, I was able yesterday I did a lot of client work. There was some pretty fun ones that I won't be able to show for the next 6 months, but they were good. And I think I could detail more here, but I think I already have the idea. I will detail this later just to be a more presentable sketch. Really, this hand here and this sun here. Yeah, class. I may even like do a little bit. I mean, I'm saying that it's kind of here. Maybe I will just have the idea that the light is coming from here. Just to leave like this, that now is lost. The idea of doing the eye and the sun here, like I was gonna do like a bubble, sun and bubble kind of connected with a shadow, the eye. But I think it's gonna be confusing. So I'll just have the eye here and have like this, the sun is hitting on the eye, and then we can see the pupil. And what's matter that she's happy. And she can have eyes. Look down on it. Kinda crazy. Make it really long. Yeah. Because then there is the filters. The filters also, like, you have to put some light in the filters. So it just becomes like mainly on distance a mess. Yeah. I will see. I'm still like, because of the whole hands thing here. I like this. They'll make it like a cross, like hands that kinda. She's trying to look like a wing, but hands like birds, claw hands. Of course, it has 5 fingers, but still, like, I'm gonna make it with texture like bird. I think I want to do this one, and it's really fun. I'll do her like part 2. She taking the curse. But yeah, I will take a 20-minute break to see what my dog is doing, what not, and I will pay Elden Ring. I got things done, so I got this sketch. I'll try tomorrow also to do at least the 3D part of it before going to Elden Ring. But yeah, I will start the DLC. Helena, you already played? I have no idea who Helena is, but we'll see. I know there is a lady with 2 swords like Pontiff. She look really cool. I want that sword. Should be int sword, like the one I have. But yeah, I will take a little break and go back. So, and tomorrow I'll continue it. I will do the 3D part for Matinda Pereira. Okay, have a nice nap. And thanks for coming by. And see you.